In Fortnite, there has been a lot of pro players and content creators, but rarely does someone manage to succeed so heavily at both. From playing in the biggest tournament in the world, Fortnite World Cup, to creating content that changed the internet, you should already know who I'm talking about. It's the Big Clix. His story starts as a 14-year-old kid, qualified for the World Cup 6 times, to becoming the biggest streamer on Twitch. But how did we get here? Cody Conrad Clix was born in the United States, Connecticut, January 7, 2005. He first became a gamer when he was only 5 years old, playing Minecraft and Call of Duty. He would sneak into his brother's room and use his PC. Even at a young age, he knew his dream was to become a pro player. He knew he was good at video games, but it wasn't until Fortnite came around that sparked his fire to become a pro. Fortnite was exploding and creating careers overnight. Clix wasn't a spoiled kid that could get a nice PC to bring his game to the pro level. He had to make a contract with his dad saying he would pay him back using the money he made off wagers during the summer when he had no school. Wagers were a great way to get your name out there and 1v1 other good pro players for money. If you beat them, Clix then started to make a name for himself and decided to start streaming content like Scrims Arena and 1v1 wagers, all while uploading montages to YouTube. The World Cup. Qualifying for the Fortnite World Cup wasn't an easy task, and only 100 solos and 50 duos qualified and won 50 grand plus a ticket to the New York LAN. Clix was among these players, and it would change his pro career forever as he competed and got 18th in the World Cup, landing him an additional 115 grand. After World Cup ended, he saw a huge climb in his Twitch viewership as he averaged 8,000 viewers per stream, which is a 6,000% increase in only 6 months. Clix, however, during this time was involved in a lot of controversy as his time wagering was always known to be able to take his opponent's wall first try. This was at a time Clix had some of the best mechanics in the game, and wall taking was a new thing only Clix could do consistently. So he was accused of cheating and using macros to take walls first try. Although Clix did not perform well as fans expected, he was able to bounce back and get a huge opportunity. Trios was the new competitive game mode, and he found himself in a trio with the two best players on the region, Faceway and Tfue. Still, they did not find the high placements they were looking for, so that led him to a new trio, Crims and Spade. However, they were able to place first in multiple FNCS weeks, that they were the favorite to win the grand finals. But they still got 7th, which was a solid placement for a new trio. Chapter 2. When Chapter 2 of Fortnite released, it was one of the darkest times for competitive, and the content felt dry over time until Clix revamped and revolutionized creative box fight wagers. This was in-game practice of fighting in boxes, taking walls, and using piece control and fight your opponents in a small arena. Along this time with his personality, he was building a huge community without realizing. At this point, Clix made the decision to still compete and be a pro, but now have a community beside him that would survive and thrive when Fortnite is gone. Clix joins NRG. In July of 2020, Clix announced his signing to NRG, which was one of the biggest org announcements in Fortnite history, becoming the crown jewel and already a stacked roster. After joining in Chapter 2, Season 4, Stark Season, he partied up with the trio yet again. That was one of the best NA trios in the game, with Bizzle, a Tier 1 veteran, and an up-and-coming Tier 1 controller player. I-List, they yet again placed 5th, 4th, and 2nd in week qualifiers, but yet again in grand finals, Clix would not perform, and they would place 14th, continuing Clix's curse of not being able to place top 3 or win an FNCS season. To break this curse, Clix would pair up with Booga and Bizzle, and yet again be contested at their drop spot and lose to Sprite, Tahi, and Gabe, and not even be able to make reboot round. Pursuit of content. Clix to this day has still not won an FNCS, but still was able to qualify for the second biggest LAN in the global championship, and places and makes money in almost every tournament. After trying to IGL and Fragger role the last 2 years, he came to a conclusion that even though he wants to be a champion, his main goal was to make way more money on Twitch and YouTube. As his revenue skyrocketed and he became a Fortnite millionaire without having Fortnite contribute. In addition, he even made his own clothing brand labeled Dreamin' that had a lot of success and still is growing. To this day, Clix claims that if he stopped streaming, found a good duo, and grinded all year, that he'd be able to win an FNCS, but would rather stick alongside his community. That is the story of Clix Cody Conrad.